I'm Lacie Lowry. Right now on News 9 at 6 o'clock, evacuations are active this morning in Blanchard after an oil well blowout causes natural gas to spew everywhere. How officials are helping residents in that area.
Coming up this morning, we'll see temperatures warm above freezing, but then an Arctic blast. We got wind chills that'll be below zero and light snow. We're tracking it all from the Bob Mills Weather Center.
Stop! Get on the ground! Get on the ground. Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back.
You got to see this bizarre arrest caught on camera, off shirt. That's the way it goes. I'm Colby Thelen. Why Edmond police ended up having to chase a suspect in below freezing temperatures. What he was accused of stealing, it's ahead.
Live from downtown Oklahoma City, Oklahoma's own News 9 starts now.
Not the kind of temperatures this morning, just if you're thinking about going out in your shorts
and taking your shirt off. Yeah, bizarre arrest. It's so cold out there, only getting colder. And on this Friday, this is the first day this week, most kids are headed back to class.
They're not happy about it. We understand, but parents might be. Let's turn to the Bob Mills Weather Center now, Lacey. It's time to get those kids out of the house.
I've heard that from a lot of parents. I definitely have. They're like, okay, this whole week off thing has been enough, but you know what? We still have some black ice. There's still some areas where, especially in the neighborhood streets, you do have to be careful. Highways are mostly good. Interstates are dry. We've had a lot of melting, but with that much snow and sleet that we had in portions of the state, there is still ice out there. Watch out, especially your front step, your driveway this morning. And we're going to add a little light snow to the forecast for the afternoon and the evening, and bitterly cold temperatures, they're coming back. We've had 30s and 40s for highs the past couple of days, but tracking another Arctic outbreak, and the cold air along with the snow moving through Kansas. The snow arrives in Oklahoma this afternoon, but it's not going to add much more. So here's the look right now. You see all the snow on the grassy areas, the highways, the interstates, most of the pavement. This has melted, but some has had slush that refroze. Traffic is looking pretty good this morning on our Lucky Star Skycam network, and we've fallen to 21 degrees, and we might add a dusting in some areas of snow. This is not going to really stack up to where you can measure it. 21 in Chandler, 23 in Shawnee, starting your Friday at 19 in Fort Cobb. Good morning, Caddo County. It is cold, teens, 20s. As you head out, winds are 5 to 10 miles per hour, and it feels like the single digits and low teens for most. Bundle up, layer up as the kiddos are going to school. They really want that heavy winter gear. We'll see highs only in the mid-30s this afternoon, and then the Arctic air hits. We'll talk about who has the highest chances for snow, how much we see statewide, and your full weekend forecast coming up.
2 family dogs are killed in this overnight house fire in southwest Oklahoma City. Their owners made it out safely. It happened right before 2:30 this morning near Southwest 59th and Western. Firefighters say a neighbor woke the 2 residents up and alerted them to the flames. Fire crews also tell us the house had no working smoke detectors.
Just kind of an important safety message is make sure we always have working smoke detectors within inside our house. We don't believe they had any working smoke detectors, so they're lucky that their neighbors were able to get them up prior to anything fortunate happenings.
Crews say the possible cause was a heating lamp inside the doghouse. They also tell us the home is a total loss.
Right now, evacuations are in place near Blanchard due to an oil well blowout. Look at this. It caused a natural gas to spew. This is video showing 2 different angles of that well site. Wow. Several families have been forced out of their homes as crews now work to contain that leak. News
9's Brianna Brown is live this morning with the latest.
This situation just outside of Blanchard is still active as emergency crews are working to seal an oil well blowout that happened yesterday. Now officials say that with the natural gas spilling into the air, it's simply not safe for residents to return home just yet. Now this video shows the well site as seen from the Winter Creek Golf Course yesterday afternoon. Grady County Fire Department's Naples station shared this video with an even closer look at the natural gas cloud. Now, Grady County Emergency Management ordered a mandatory evacuation within half-a-mile radius of the well, citing the hazardous gas coming from the leak. Several families were forced to leave their homes with little notice as a safety precaution.
We just don't want the wind to stop and let the gases settle. That'll just make it a different kind of hazard, especially for the people trying to seal it. It's so cold. My concern is just like we had over the weekend, is people freezing, not having a place to go. So we're trying to make sure they have some options where they can go if they don't have money for a hotel or family close.
At last check, an environmental crew was on scene working to develop a plan to seal the leak and stop the flow of gas. Now, this evacuation order will continue throughout today. You can stick with News 9 as we'll keep you updated here in Oklahoma City. Brianna Brown, Oklahoma's own News 9.
Brianna, thank you. No injuries or sicknesses have been reported. We've also reached out to the company Staghorn Petroleum, which owns that well. We've reached out to them for comment. We have not yet heard back.
Everybody's just traumatized, disbelief, just shattered, heartbroken. And a lot of the people here in the neighborhood are. I just can't believe it.
A neighborhood in North Edmond is in shock after a mother is found dead. Her teenage son was arrested, accused of killing her. This morning, we now know the name of that victim. The Oklahoma State Bureau of Investigation says 49-year-old Spring Weems was found dead in a trash can on Wednesday. We're told that a neighbor called 911 after seeing two teenagers outside fighting outside of that home. She said that one of those teens told her that his brother killed their mother, and that was when Weems was found. With no motive or answers at this point, neighbors say they are still in shock.
I would ask everyone to pray for that family, and particularly because they're shattered, and just pray to God that he would comfort us during this time.
The OSBI tells us the teen suspect is in jail on a first-degree murder complaint. The medical examiner is now working to determine how Weems died.
A big update here. Oklahoma City Mayor David Holt announces that an ICE facility will not happen after all on the southwest side. He said on social media that he has personally spoken with the owners of this building at Southwest 29th and Council, which is the building the Department of Homeland Security was looking at. Holt says the owners chose to pull out of talks with DHS, but the state's Legislative Latino Caucus says they are still watching things closely.
We are still weary because this facility isn't going to open at the location in South Council doesn't mean that the federal administration is going to continue looking for other potential locations.
State Representative Emily Geis represents the area where this facility was and posted on social media publicly thanking Mayor Holt for the update. We have reached out to ICE and the owners of the warehouse. We have not yet heard back. Your time now 6:07. A Putnam City student is arrested for threatening to shoot up a school. War Acres police say they learned about the social media post on Tuesday night. Investigators tracked down the student who admitted to making the school threat. That student was arrested for a terrorism hoax.
6:08, your time right now. Let's see how we're doing on the roads this morning. Taking a live look from our news tracker, Joey Mitchell. He's northbound right now on the Broadway extension. As you can see, roads are dry. This is big news after this week, but that doesn't mean that we're out of the woods yet. It's still so cold. Those places of moisture could potentially be black ice. You got to watch for that still this morning. So just give yourself time, continue to stay cautious, and we'll continue to keep you posted throughout the morning on how that morning commute is shaping up. Education will once again be a high priority for lawmakers during the next legislative session. They've already been talking about it. Senate Pro Tem Lonnie Paxton says that his chamber, the House, as well as the governor's office are all focused on making improvements, especially when it comes to reading scores. There's also going to be a big debate of the parental choice tax credits. Democrats say they want that repealed.
I don't think the program should be taken away, and I would certainly fight that, and that's not what we're going to do.
Governor Stitt is calling for the cap to be taken off the program. The Pro Tem says it is fiscally dangerous.
On top of education, House Democrats say they're focused on helping paychecks keep up with everyday life. This includes raising minimum wage, lowering bills, and protecting homeowners from high premiums. Democrats also want to stop what's called surveillance pricing, which they say leads to Oklahomans being charged different prices for the very same product. The legislative session starts on Monday at the state capitol, with Governor Kevin Stitt giving his final State of the State address. We will have comprehensive statewide coverage starting at noon. His speech starts at about 12:30.
Stop! Get on the ground! Get on the ground. Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back.
Well, you got to see this one. Edmond police released video showing the arrest of a man. He's accused of stealing thousands of dollars worth of Pokemon cards. They say that suspect, Jacob Mize, hopped multiple fences. It actually had a count going on how many fences he had jumped. Officers say, yeah, got to catch them all, including the suspect. And
there's a lot to unpack here. Pokemon cards, $4,500. Taking your shirt off.
Multiple fences jumped.
And then he seems offended when they say, get down. And he's like, it's cold. Like, why would I get down on the snow? I took my shirt off.
He was hoping that Charizard would come and warm up some of the ground. And yes, that is my one Pokemon reference that I know.
Oh my gosh, everything's on camera. Lacey, $4,500 worth of Pokemon cards.
Yeah, I didn't even realize that's where the money was.
Same.
Goodness gracious.
I know.
There's a reason why he was doing that, I
On
guess.
the run,
I love that
okay.
the Edmond Police Department took the time to overlay the fence count and updated that and then had the temperature bug in the corner.
Because we're all like, why are you out in this? And they're like, watch what we had to do.
Watch what was going on.
Wonder why they do all that training jumping fences. That's why.
Got to catch them all.
Got to catch them all. They were trying. He was trying, for sure. Didn't get away with it, though. Guys, a lot of that snow that you were seeing has melted. We still have snow on grassy surfaces, and last night we dipped back down into the teens, the 20s. It's frigid out the door this morning, and so more refreezing. Any of that slush or moisture turned back into ice. So temperatures this morning in the teens will be at about 23 by 10 a.m. Layer up on your Friday. Not a lot of traffic out there, but it is the first school day for many districts. We'll talk about what to expect with your bus stop forecast. Some light snow today. That's coming up.
And a water pipe bursts at a Metro high school, causing flooding in the auditorium. A pretty big mess left behind. How it was discovered during a snow day? The story coming up. 6:15, and we can finally talk about the bus stop forecast.
A cold bus stop forecast. Bundle those kids up.
Kids going back for the first time in about a week.
Yeah, lots of districts went back yesterday. I think the rest of them pretty much going back today. I know there was a big conflict yesterday. I think Moore did not have school. Norman had school yesterday. I heard from so many parents. They're like, what is going on?
The dividing line.
Get these kids back into school. And for the kiddos, hey, what a winter storm that one was. These are ones that we'll remember. I mean, seriously, these are like lifelong memories when you get this
Those
kind
are
of
some
snow.
of the best memories from when I was a kid. Was the random snow days.
Exactly.
Especially for us in the South. You don't get them very often.
Right. And to stack up this many in a row. My goodness. But it's back to the swing of things because a lot of it has melted. We'll get some more snow later today, but don't get too excited. This is not going to be enough to cause more travel problems. And for folks on the roadways, no more headaches there. It has been a mess on the Oklahoma road. So for the kiddos going in this morning, it is very cold, down to the teens. You gonna make it, Lace? Swallowed wrong. She got it. She's got it. Oh, goodness gracious, please. Please. She's laughing.
I'm being dramatic.
She's fine. This is what we have to deal with all the time behind the scenes. 19 degrees this morning, 27 midday, pick up 30. You still have to work. You still have to do the 9. You're not getting out of it. 35 degrees this afternoon with some increasing cloud cover, and we will have some snow moving in, but you'll see the flakes flying. Most of it will not stack up on the ground. A lot of melting because we've had 30s and 40s. Highs yesterday, 37 Oklahoma City, 37 in Alva, lots of 40s into western Oklahoma, and the roads are good in many areas, but they're not completely clear, so please still be careful. Highways and interstates are fine, but there's patches of ice, especially in the neighborhoods, some of the city streets, areas that have been in the shade, and the sidewalks and driveways still have some ice as well. I have like a couple small patches of ice on my incline driveway. I parked my pickup yesterday, and it slid back about 4 feet just from that. So you still have to watch for it. It's not a sheet of ice, though, anymore. 1 degree is the temperature in Bismarck, 0 in Minneapolis. Another punch of Arctic air coming in from the north. The really cold air is right up over central Canada, and that's going to come in and give us a glancing blow for the next couple of days. In fact, dangerously cold tonight and tomorrow. Wind chills will be once again at and below 0, up to 10 degrees, or I should say down to 10 degrees below 0. So cold advisories out through much of the deep south. Snow flying to the north. This is not a major winter storm. Travel advisories, we're not expecting anything like that. And our Lucky Star Sky Cam network, oh, there we go. American Fidelity. She's back. She's not back. She's back. She's not back. Okay, we're looking good. We've got a little bit of snow still on the grassy surfaces. The highways looking good. They're dry. Traffic is starting to pick up on the Broadway extension. 21 is the current temperature. 15 in Sealing, 21 in Stillwater, 25 in Tecumseh. Rush Springs sitting at 20. So as you make your way out the door, layer up. It's 31 currently in our net, not quite as cold, but when you factor in the breeze, the wind chill is a factor you got to look out for. You'll notice much of the northwest, you're not even reporting a wind chill because your winds are calm. The wind chill becomes more of a factor into the afternoon and evening. Here's your hour-by-hour forecast. Back to the mid-20s, the mid-30s for highs today, and we are talking about light snow, wind chills below zero, and yes, a warming trend as we head into your weekend. So let me show you the forecast across the state. 32 in Enid, 30 in Ponca City, some 40s down in southern and southwest Oklahoma, and then the light snow makes its way in. I think after 3 o'clock, chances start to bump up. Now this is not locked in that you in your hometown get snow. Best we can do is up to a 60% chance in northern Oklahoma, 40% chance in Oklahoma City, a trace at best out of this, and there'll be a couple areas that might pick up a little bit more, but I don't see anyone getting an inch of snow out of this storm system. It'll be significantly less than that. We're all getting cold though. Everyone's getting it on the cold air. It's going to be much colder in the states to the east, which unfortunately still several 100,000 customers without power after that crippling ice storm that those folks experienced. So man, really thinking about the people without electricity and now getting dangerously cold. For Oklahoma, come Sunday, we're already seeing this modify and work its way to the east. We warm up. We'll have a chance for some rain midweek next week, but those chances are kind of spotty at the moment before real warmer air tries to punch in here by the end of next week. So February, still some wild rides, still ups and downs showing up, but no more major winter storms showing in the forecast. Tonight, single digits, very cold and gusty winds for a while tonight and early tomorrow. So it'll feel like 4 below at daybreak tomorrow morning in Oklahoma City. Saturday afternoon, do you have plans? So many things have been rescheduled and bumped to this weekend after last weekend. Roads are looking good. Travel not expecting to be a problem. We'll still have some patches of ice, but overall it's the cold air that'll be with us. It's definitely an indoor day tomorrow. Sunday, 40s on the way, some 50s into western Oklahoma with the south breeze, and that really starts the big thaw. We see temperatures get even close to and even above average to start next week. 56 degrees on Monday, some rain opportunities with a weak cold front Tuesday into Wednesday, 59 on Thursday, and there are 60s showing up. There'll be some 70s in the state a week from today. Back to you guys.
Your time now 6:20. A quick check of traffic this morning, and you're looking live at our news tracker, Stephen Owsley. He is set up at I-35 southbound, just south of 240. He says traffic is picking up, things looking good. The roadways look so much better, so please drive happy on this Friday.
Commute getting back to normal. It's good to see. The Oklahoma City Thunder fall to the Minnesota Timberwolves. Wah, wah. It was a game where they really could never seem to get the momentum in the first place. Minnesota led the whole time. We're going to have a recap from Steve McGehee in just a few minutes.
A tough night for the Oklahoma City Thunder in Minnesota. The Timberwolves led from start to finish, unfortunately, and the Thunder lose for the second time this season in Minneapolis.
1-3 over the last week. What is going on?
They're not good in winter weather.
That's it. It was 123 to 111. That was the final score. Thunder reporter Steve McGehee shares his thoughts from the Target Center.
Even though they played the night before in Dallas, Minnesota showing no signs of wearing down last night against the Thunder, it's obvious Minnesota wanted this game more than Oklahoma City. It doesn't hurt that Minnesota knocked down 22 three-pointers, and after the first quarter, 11 points is the closest Oklahoma City would get the rest of the way.
And you give a good team that has experience in their environment, like the first punch, and like let them feel comfortable at home, it's pretty hard to turn it off. And I think that was the case tonight. Like, they felt like they made a lot of shots, but they also felt like they were in rhythm. They were getting where they wanted to go, getting shots they wanted to shoot.
We had some lapses in some of our defensive schemes that got those guys loose for threes, and to their credit, they burned us with the shot making.
OKC is fighting through it right now. They have lost 3 out of their last 4 games. They fall to 38-11. They got Isaiah Hartenstein back last night, but they're still playing without J-Dub, Jalen Williams, Alex Caruso, and A.J. Mitchell. Next up for the Thunder will be a Sunday night game in Denver, their first matchup with the Nuggets since the Western Conference semifinals last May. From the Target Center in downtown Minneapolis, Steve McGehee, Oklahoma's Own.
Well, no matter where you go, it seems you can't escape the cold weather, whether it's Minnesota or Denver or here in Oklahoma. Lacey's got the outdoor forecast. Hey, Lacey.
Hey, check out this video, guys, sent in to us. We love the videos coming in of the snow, but Casey sent us this video. It looks almost like a neighborhood here. I don't know the exact location, and you can kind of see all the tracks. But there's a big old, is this playing? It's hard to tell because it's actually moving. Come on. Oh, there he is. There it is. It is playing. Look at this buck.
Oh,
wow.
Yeah. Hey, big boy.
He comes crashing through there.
Whoa.
I know. Isn't that beautiful?
Oh, that's
it's
his
just
yard?
so cool. Yes, I had a chance to go out to some of our property that we have up in Creek County and just kind of look at the tracks. It's so fun to see from just the birds, the wildlife, and you can really kind of see how everything moves around and the movement patterns of Oklahoma wildlife in the snow. Hopefully your kiddos and your family got to enjoy that. All this melted down to about 4/10 of an inch of beneficial moisture to the land in Oklahoma City, 1/2 inch to 3/4 inch in the west, over 1.5 inches in southern Oklahoma, and not all the melting is done. Today, starting in the teens, we're back to the mid-30s this afternoon with partly cloudy skies, and snow chances go up this afternoon. We're tracking an Arctic blast for your weekend. We have all the details coming up at 6:30.
You're watching Oklahoma's Own News 9 this morning.
6:30 on your Friday morning, the end of what's been a long week for a lot of us. You're taking a live look at downtown Oklahoma City on the Lucky Star Skycam network. Still a lot of snow on all those grassy areas. Fortunately today, roads much improved, and we'll take it. Kids going back to school today. Parents, thankful for that. We're glad you're with us. I'm Colby Thelen with Lacie Lowry.
Good morning, everyone. Friday, the first day so many kids are headed back to school, and we are actually getting colder, believe it or not. Yeah. Let's get over to Lacey Swope. She's in the Bob Mills Weather Center. Another Arctic blast, Lace.
Yeah, this one's pretty strong. Also, it's not nearly as strong, and the duration's not as long as what we just dealt with. We're going to get below freezing this afternoon. We won't climb back up above freezing until Sunday midday. Wind chill this morning is down to 6 in Minko, 13 in Shawnee, 15 is the wind chill at Will Rogers. By tomorrow morning, wind chills will be anywhere from 0 to 10 degrees below zero, and we'll still have more melting and refreezing. Now, we'll get above freezing briefly again today, but that Arctic blast really filters in this evening and tonight. So if you're heading out this morning, traffic has been looking pretty good. Highways and interstates are good to go. We still have ice. There's still areas that have still black ice, neighborhoods, sidewalks, driveways, that sort of thing. So be careful. It's not widespread. And then what we're tracking is more snow. Look at it coming through Nebraska. Now, this will interact with dry air as it makes its way into Oklahoma this afternoon and evening, so it's not going to look like that on radar, but we will have some flakes flying by this evening. Here's our Lucky Star Skycam network. This is from American Fidelity camera looking off to the north just to kind of show you the grass and the snow that's still out there. 21 is the temperature currently and still falling a little bit. Most of us are in the teens and low 20s, factoring in the wind. It does feel colder, but the wind is not all that strong. It picks up as we head into the afternoon and evening, and the wind chill definitely a factor tomorrow morning. Your hour-by-hour forecast, 35 will be our afternoon high. We'll have your full weekend forecast, and we'll show you how much snow we get coming up.
Helmet cam video captures the intense moments. Midwest City firefighters rush to action to put out these flames. Look at the video right here. This happened near Northeast 10th and Douglas around 2 o'clock yesterday morning. Firefighters say this started in a travel trailer and then spread to the home nearby. The travel trailer was destroyed. Firefighters say the house had some damage but is still livable. The Oklahoma Court of Appeals upholds the death sentence of convicted serial killer William Reese. Reese is facing execution for the 1997 kidnapping and murder of 19-year-old Tiffany Johnston, who disappeared from a Bethany car wash. Investigators say Reese confessed to 3 murders in Texas. Reese argued, though, he is ineligible for the death penalty in Oklahoma because he has an intellectual disability. However, the court ruled his claims lacked credible evidence. The Attorney General's office says it now plans to request a specific execution date once all state and federal appeals have been exhausted.
A former Yukon private school principal pleads guilty to child porn and peeping Tom charges. Investigators say Kevin Cobbs secretly recorded videos of boys in a locker room while he was the Southwest Covenant's boys basketball coach. An affidavit shows that Cobbs also admitted to sending photos of the boys to others through Snapchat. His sentencing now set for April 23rd. A burst pipe floods parts of Putnam City North High School's auditorium it forced delays for fine arts events. A district spokesperson says the orchestra teacher was the one that discovered that flooding on Wednesday when they came in on a snow day and heard water rushing backstage.
The entire orchestra pit, which is underneath the stage, the front part of the stage, was completely submerged. There is a large storage room underneath the stage itself that was submerged as well.
So while no instruments were damaged, the costumes, the set pieces, decorations, those were all destroyed. Restoration crews are now cleaning up the mess.
Your time now is 6:35. A quick check of traffic for your morning commute. This is a live look from our news tracker, Joey Mitchell. He is westbound on I-40. He says things are looking good out there. Keep driving happy, everybody.
The Oklahoma City Police Department brings in a heavy hitter for their annual Charity Fight Night fundraiser.
OU football legend Brian "The Boz" Bosworth was the celebrity guest for the event, which raises money for a youth mentoring program. News 9's Jennifer Pierce shows us the students impacted by his visit.
The Boz is lending his celebrity power to help raise money for a police youth program he believes is vitally important for their future.
Hello, hey, how are you guys doing?
He needs no introduction other than the Boz. The University of Oklahoma football legend stopped by the OKC Police Athletic League headquarters Thursday morning.
Yuritsa? Yuritsa, nice to see you.
I don't think I've ever seen myself meeting like an amazing star like him.
Capitol Hill High School student Yuritsa Dorado says positive opportunities are rare in her neighborhood.
Where I live specifically, there's always shootouts.
That's why Dorado says she turned to PAL. Her experience is why she now gives back to other students.
I'm good at art and there's no one like here to teach kids, so I was like, maybe I should be an art teacher. And I was like, yeah, I help out every Wednesday.
Brian Bosworth wants to see more students take part in PAL, even if they aren't into sports.
They have other interests, and in a center like PAL, where they've created an opportunity for kids to come off the street and find out where their passion is and how that's going to, create a positive influence as they move down their path, is vitally important.
Police officials say the Charity Fight Night raised $420,000 last year. The event tonight is sold out. Their goal is to raise $450,000. At police headquarters, Jennifer Pierce, Oklahoma's own News 9.
The money raised from the Charity Fight Night goes directly to the PAL program to cover all of the expenses for the students.
Well, look at that. Police getting the sheriff of Fansville by Dr. Pepper.
There you
it's a
go.
Smart connection.
I know a lot. He's in a bunch of those Dr. Pepper commercials now.
That's what a lot of kids probably know him from. Like, hey, I know that guy.
The commercials, yeah.
Well, I'll tell you who we all know. That's Lacey Swope. And she's eyeing the forecast for. I was just trying to make a transition.
I like it.
Of course, we all know.
I know you.
Yes, you do. We've met before.
We have very cold air as you're heading out this morning. And for all the folks watching this morning here in the Bob Mills Weather Center, we all feel like family here in Oklahoma, that's for sure. We're starting off with temperatures in the 30s. As you head out, we'll be, in the 30s in western Oklahoma. We'll be in the 30s for highs. In the metro, only 20s for highs on Saturday. We really thaw it out Sunday, and some see a little snow, additional snow today. We'll time it all out. I'll send it back to you, Colby Thelen.
Thank you, Lacey. Hey, here at News 9, we want to recognize teachers for the impact they make in the classroom.
This morning, we are celebrating Brittany Tabor, a second grade teacher from Myers Elementary in Yukon. The person who nominated her says she creates a classroom environment filled with love and encouragement. Thank you, Brittany Tabor.
And do you know an educator doing great things in the classroom? Of course you do. And you can nominate them to be our impactful teacher by visiting news9.com/teacher. Be right back.
All right, 6:42 on your Friday morning. It is cold out there today.
Cold, yeah. It's about to get colder, but then we got 60s and 70s showing up by next week.
Didn't you say today? It was so warm yesterday? It was like,
I was like, warm, 37
feels
degrees.
because the swing in temperatures.
Exactly. After having highs in the teens, low teens, to get into the upper 30s like yesterday, Felt nice
Pretty
with
nice.
sunshine. Today, though, we've got a big cold front that'll move through in the afternoon, and that will bring us some snow chances, too. So some clouds roll in, some light snow. Right now, skies are clear, and we're breaking daylight, guys. Isn't it nice how we're increasing the daylight hours? We're already breaking daylight here at 6:40. Sunset is almost at 6 p.m. now, but skies are clear, so it is cold, and we've been talking about the roadways. Still dicey in spots. This is our Lucky Star Skycam network live from Blanchard, and they've had a lot of the snow, of course, plowed out, removed, but there's still going to be the mountains from the plows, okay, those hills that will be there for a while, and still in the grassy surfaces, some of the neighborhood streets, even some of your driveways where everything melted but then refroze overnight if it didn't completely evaporate. A problem. Our Lucky Star Skycam network live from El Reno. It is back to in-person learning today for El Reno, and there goes the buses, guys, leaving the bus barn. They've been snuggled up there since Thursday of last week, but it is back to the swing of things with this winter storm in our rearview mirror. We're still dealing with some of the residual refreezing that'll go on the next couple of days, but as far as really traveling, you can definitely get out and get around. 21 is the temperature right now at Will Rogers. It's going to be a lot colder with this next Arctic blast. It doesn't last all that long, but dangerously cold tomorrow morning where wind chills will dip down below 0. Now the air temperature gets below freezing around 6 p.m. today through around 11 a.m. on Sunday. So about 40 hours continually below 32. Cold enough that some of the water lines could freeze up. So drip your faucets, let a small stream run if you can, and then this will be out of here and we don't have any really long durations of freezing temperatures showing back up over the next 9 days. Roads are pretty good. Just watch for patches of ice on the secondary roadways and your sidewalk this morning. Shuffle your feet over that ice. No slips and falls. We've got snow moving through Nebraska, some flurries coming into Kansas. It's a pretty potent system that's making its way to the south, but by the time it gets to Oklahoma, it won't have any major impacts because the snow will be much lighter. There's really dry air in place and it kind of loses its energy. All right, right now, 18 in Guthrie, 22 in Shawnee, 19 in Apache, it's 20 in Hobart, 24 in Woodward. You fall into 16 in Alva. Winds 5 to 10 miles per hour, a little stronger in the southeast, and the wind chill still single digits and teens. So for many of the kiddos that have to get out in the cold weather today, they just need all the bundled up layers. Layer up for sure. We'll have highs in the mid-30s coming home from school today, warm enough and above freezing that we'll see more melting. 40s and upper 40s in the south and southwest. High of only 32 in Enid, 30 in Ponca City, and then the snow chances go up. So we're introducing yet again, coming in from the north, that storm system I showed you, bringing some bands of snow, but they'll be few and far between. It won't be like everyone in this area gets in on the action. It's a 40% chance of snow in Oklahoma City. Flurries south of I-40 with maybe a trace to a dusting in spots. And I think this zone here just kind of shows where you could have a dusting. Not everyone in here gets a dusting. And then up to 1/4 of an inch up in north central Oklahoma. It's a cold blast for sure. It's cold enough that you're going to notice the difference from where we've been the last couple of days to where we will be for your Saturday. We lock in, especially in the states off to the east, and yet another winter storm. And a lot of the folks over in Tennessee, Mississippi, portions of Louisiana are still without electricity after that crippling ice storm. This will be awful for those folks, and then it lifts on out. For Oklahoma, not a major winter storm at all, just a cold blast that lasts, again, just over 36 hours. That moves out. We're in 40s and 50s by Sunday afternoon. Looking good. Rain chances, they're going up as we head into Tuesday, especially along and east of I-35. Some thunderstorms in the deep south with that system. And we get a glancing blow again midweek next week, but really not as cold, okay? And 60s and 70s come back on your 9-day forecast by a week from today. Much warmer trend. Tonight, anything but warm, down to the single digits. 2 in Ponca City, 7 in Stillwater, 10 in Ada, 13 in Lawton. The wind chill 5 to 10 degrees below 0. It'll be frigid tomorrow morning. And as we go through the day, we only warm into the 20s. Now we'll have sunshine tomorrow. Winds will relax as we go through the day, but 20 degrees will be your high. It's about all you'll do in Enid. 21 in Stillwater, 18 in Ponca City, 24 in Clinton, 26 degrees in Ardmore. And then as we head into your Sunday, 40s and 50s on the way with a south to southwest breeze. There'll be 60s in the Panhandle come Sunday. Monday, upper 50s on the way. Slight chance of rain as we head into Tuesday. We're watching that system with a weak cold front. It will turn chilly Wednesday, but 50s and even upper 60s come back at the end of next week. I'll send it back to you guys.
Lacey, thank you. In Grady County, several families were forced to evacuate their homes after an oil well blowout caused natural gas to spill. This is video from that scene. It happened yesterday afternoon. Grady County Emergency Management called for a mandatory evacuation within a half-mile from this site. This was all due to the hazardous gas. We're told that that evacuation order is expected to last into today. At last check, the environmental cleanup team was on site making plans to seal that leak.
So right now it's still flowing, right?
Yes, yes. Okay. And the concern was from the incident commander, the Grady County Fire Chief, Rodney, we just don't want the wind to stop and let the gases settle. That'll just make it a different kind of hazard, especially for the people trying to seal it.
Yeah, officials say they are investigating the cause of the leak. So far, we've learned that Staghorn Petroleum owns that well. We did reach out to them. So far, we haven't heard back. This morning, we know the name of a woman who was found dead in a trash can in Logan County earlier this week.
It's really a shocking story. Investigators say they found her body after deputies responded to a fight between her two teen sons. News 9's Deanne Stein has more.
Everybody's just traumatized.
Garland Hall has lived in this upscale neighborhood near Edmond for 9 years. Typically a quiet area, he says, until Wednesday.
Disbelief, just shattered, heartbroken. And a lot of the people here in the neighborhood are. I just can't believe it.
A neighbor called 911 after she tried to break up a fight between two teenagers outside this home in Cascada Falls. She said one of the teens told her, quote, "He killed my mother." When Logan County deputies arrived, they made the grisly discovery. Spring Weems found dead inside a trash can outside. Neighbors confirmed this is the 49-year-old mother.
This is just a terrible case. Nobody deserves to die as this woman did.
The Oklahoma State Bureau of Investigation is now involved and says one of Weems's adopted sons has been arrested on a first-degree murder complaint.
We're just still talking with some of the neighbors up there, and we're continuing to see what exactly might have occurred up until this woman was found dead.
With no motive and no answers, neighbors here say they're still in shock.
I would ask everyone to pray for that family, and particularly because they're shattered, and just pray to God that He would comfort us during this time.
Deanne Stein, Oklahoma's Own, News 9.
The OSBI has not yet released details on how Weems died, saying they are now waiting to hear from the medical examiner's office. Oklahoma City Mayor David Holt says a warehouse on the southwest side will not be turned into an ice processing facility. Holt says he actually spoke to the owners of this warehouse at Southwest 29th and Council. They tell him they are no longer talking with DHS about using the property. We have reached out to ICE and Customs Immigration, and the owners of the warehouse, neither has responded yet.
Time now 6:51. Time to take a look at your morning drive. Taking a live look from our news tracker, Joey Mitchell. He is southbound right now on I-35, and it looks like traffic certainly picking up on the northbound side, certainly as folks are coming into Oklahoma City. The good news, your interstates are really pretty much clear for the most part this morning. Still just keep in mind there could be black ice in some areas with those really cold temperatures. So we'll continue to check in with our crews. If any incidents pop up, we'll bring it to you. Back after this. Coming up on the Community Spotlight, hundreds of fifth graders are dressing up in colonial clothing to celebrate America's 250th birthday, all of it happening at the state capitol. We talked to some participating students ahead at 9.
We are streaming live on our News 9 YouTube channel, and we want you to join in on the live chat. In fact, here's what some of you are saying. Just love the News 9 team, always entertaining and informative. Thank you, Abigail Gibbs.
Oh, keeping us warm on this very cold day. And they say, welcome to Oklahoma, snow boots and coats one day, shorts and flip-flops the next.
If that's not
So
the
true.
truth. Hey, go to the News 9 YouTube channel, become a subscriber, and hop in that live chat starting on Monday.
I just told my wife this is probably the only opportunity, or maybe the only opportunity I'll ever have, to slide down my driveway like a penguin on my belly.
Let's Let's do it. Here we go. A man in West Virginia taking
advantage
of the icy conditions. He just really wanted to look like a penguin, so he says, I set up the camera and...
Is that a human? Is that a penguin?
It's a man. It could be a penguin.
Whoa.
The form is incredible. On his belly, he says he posted it and said, had to seize the moment. He may never have another opportunity like this again.
I hope he won't.
I believe they call that tobogganing.
Is it?
I think so.
One more time.
When
Look
people
at
go
him.
down on their head, is that right?
I have no idea.
Okay,
that's amazing.
awesome.
Look at him.
Way to go. Nailed it.
It's also like slow at the same time. You're like, okay.
Gave the thumbs up. That's awesome. It's chilly today, Lace.
Cold today, getting colder tonight. Some light snow this evening, and we warm it up on Sunday.
There you go.
All right, we'll be back right here at 9 o'clock. See you then.